doesn't matter how hard you work, I'm willing to work harder than you.
And I know every motherfucker ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. That's how you level up.
Stop being average when your potential is crying to come outside and be more than that.
No one will outwork me. No one.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks.
Of course, talent without work is nothing.
You gotta be hungry. People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do.
There's no excuse not to be the hardest motherfucking worker in the room.
You have to want it.
What separates legends from the average? What separates the 1% from the rest of this world? There will come a time in your life where you will ask yourself this question. Haven't you lived here long enough? You've been in doubt and fear and uncertainty and confusion and comparison long enough. Haven't you been depressed long enough? Haven't you been broke long enough? Haven't you been broken and fractured and defeated and demoralized long enough? You still think you have time, but I came here to sound an alarm in your heart, to let you know that tomorrow is not promised. I'm convinced that there's somebody listening to me who refuses to stay where they are, who will make the decision to separate yourself from the average. I want you to consider this my personal invitation to you into the 1%. This is not about a socioeconomic background. This is not about how much money you make or the car that you drive. This chiefly is about the person you become. Metaphorically speaking, go find a mirror, wipe the blood out of your eyes, and tell yourself, I can see now! I got royalty in my DNA. I will not bow to ordinary. I got people to see, places to go, tables to sit at. I got work to do. This is what separates the 1%. Can you do what nobody in your bloodline has ever done before? Are you resilient enough to overcome failures and setbacks? Do you believe that you can communicate in such a way that is so powerful that you can build a team from nothing, brick by brick, and to lead a generation into the future? It takes a different person to walk into that room and sit at that table. I can see now what's possible past all of the pain and doubt and fear after they said that you'll never make a comeback. Do you believe that your dream, that the vision, that the idea that you see in your head, do you believe you could hold it in your hand? Family, I'm convinced that many of you are where you are because you don't see the value in where you're supposed to be. See, the problem with many of us is that we're so deeply anchored in the past that we cannot see the future. The question is, can you see past the betrayal, past the rejection, past the arguments, the rage, the anger, the misunderstandings, the mistakes you've made, and those who left you for dead? Can you see past that? And so what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary? Vision, a new vision. I cannot be a part of the 1% if I do not have vision and I do not understand. Lord, give me understanding. I'm talking about the 1% of people that are actually working on their mental health, that refuse to lose the fight against the demons that your parents and your family had to fight. This is your personal invitation to a mentality of a group of 1% of people that are incurable optimists, and they've got a posture of humility that says, I'm humble enough to know I don't know everything, and I'm hungry enough to know that I'm just getting warmed up. This is what separates one-hit wonders from history makers. An obsessive focus on the mission. What is your vision? What is your mission? Why are you here? It's the 1% that understand that without relentless drive and hunger, you will never eat. I just need you to believe that at the end of all of this, that you are the 1%. You wouldn't have made it this far in this video if you weren't. What truly separates the extraordinary individuals who changed the world and shaped the course of history from the average masses, it's a combination of talent, grit, resilience, and an indomitable spirit that propels them to achieve the unthinkable. It's the 1% when they are faced with crushing and failures and demoralizing setbacks that would make most quit. It's the 1% that view the problems and the challenges and the setbacks as opportunities to overcome every single day. And the 1% of people, the 1% are fueled by a growth mindset. They consistently seek to learn. They consistently seek to improve themselves. They have a hunger to be stronger. Those who refuse to be average are always moving. There's a drive in them. There's a desire and a passion. There's a calling to be innovative, to blaze trails, to pursue, to be phenomenal, to be unforgettable. There's a drive. There's a hunger. It's what they eat. It's what they breathe. The process. It's who they are becoming on the way to the target. These are the people that can push through pain, and they can see a luminous future. They can see what's possible. They can feel their stored up potential. If they don't quit, if they don't throw in the towel, if they believe in themselves and put faith in God, that He will see them through. Let me tell you what separates the legends from the average. They're very clear on their why. Here's why I'm relentless. Here's why I'm hungry. Because if I don't do this, nobody else will. They're purposeful and passionate. They're self-aware. They're confident. They're continuously learning. They are curious and persistent and patient and disciplined. When you've had enough, find a mirror and tell yourself, enough is enough. I refuse to be average. Enough is enough. Separate yourself from not enough. Separate yourself from scarcity and lack and defeat. The greatest version of you is not the I can do anything version of you. The greatest version of you, come on, you know it, is the person that's got parameters. The person that says, no, I can't do that. I can't go there. I can't taste that. I can't touch that. I've got an unwavering self-belief and a confidence. I've got impeccable integrity and values and character. I will not bow to ordinary. I got people to see, places to go, tables to sit at. I got work to do. I just need you to believe that at the end of all of this, that you are the 1%.
The thing about transformation is you have to do it. You've got to put in the work when nobody cares.
You can change your circumstances and you can change your life. You have the power to do anything you want to do. You just need to be willing to do things differently than you've done before.
You gotta feed yourself the food that is required to power the body that you want. It's not about trying to be a lone ranger more than it is about taking responsibility and prioritizing yourself first.
Now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna worry? You're gonna cry? You're gonna give up because it's hard? Who said it's supposed to be easy?
But if you want to change your life, you'll need to do what's right, not what's easy. Too many people choose the easy road even when they know it's not the right road. Take the path less traveled.
Mediocrity is everywhere right now, and we're all trying to find an easy way out. That's the mediocrity of life. It's like I worked myself so hard that I turned a person this up into this mother right here.
We gotta take responsibility, and we have to pay the price of results. Count up the costs and pay the price. And hear me well, nobody's gonna pay it for you.
Be the hardest worker in the room. You go after what you want. You fight for what you believe in. You push with everything you got. You go 110%. And you wake up.
So in order to change something, to arrive at a new vision of your future, you'd have to change something about yourself in order to get there. And you'd have to change the way you think, the way you act, and the way you feel.
If you're not willing to work, if you're not willing to sacrifice, if you're not willing to hurt, if you're not willing to bleed, if you're not willing to struggle, then you're not gonna get what you want.
You have to put in the effort. You have to put in the time. You have to put in the blood, the sweat, the tears. If it doesn't sting a little bit, if it doesn't burn a little bit, if it doesn't make you a little uncomfortable, you probably won't get very much out of it.
You gotta move your body. You gotta change your energy and your focus. Like, if you're not happy, you either have to change your life or change your blueprint.
I've got to be willing to do the uncomfortable things consistently that I don't want to do.
You're already in it now. All you gotta do is keep going through it. And when you start to feel weak, find a way to be strong. Don't let weakness overcome your power. Don't let weakness tell you what to do. Don't let weakness say that it's over. Just because you are depleted doesn't mean you are defeated.
What were you placed here to do? Get to work, get to work, get to work.
Each and every day, you're executing some type of game plan. That game plan is either going to lead you to massive success or massive failure.
It's like, okay, what am I gonna do with what life has brought me?
It starts inside of you. You don't know who you are. And it's not easy.
Like when you make the decision now about who you're choosing to be the next year, the next 3 years, the next 5 years, you're actually saying, count me in.
So you keep fighting. You keep pushing. Make sure every rep, make sure every mile, make sure every breath you take counts for something. And if you fall down, you better get up.
Could it be possible that average convinces us that survival is success? How is it that we've gotten to the place where we normalize being tired, being defeated, being active, but not accomplishing anything? Average is the enemy of dominion. You cannot rule what you refuse to master. Average people avoid mastery. Average numbs your hunger while stealing your assignment. Average brings us into prisons and pits and caves where we lose our desperation, where we are no longer hungry for a quality of life. This is not your end. This is your deployment. This is not a motivational speech. This is a summons. You are commissioned. This is not inspiration. This is instruction. No more rehearsals. No more almost. No more one day. I move when God says move. I strike when the window opens. I obey without negotiation. I finish what I start. You did not survive to just tell a story. You survived to execute your assignment. Get up and evaluate. Get up and be grateful that you are still alive. Even if it feels as though you have lost everything, you still have your faith. So focus, focus, focus. Let faith be stirred and focus, because history does not remember the distracted. It remembers the devoted. You cried and suffered long enough from scattered focus, from borrowed dreams, from noise that promised comfort but stole your calling. Enough tears have fallen on confusion. Now is the time to weep and work. You may be hurting, but work. You may be bleeding, but build. You may be tired, but get up. It's time to labor with vision and build with conviction, to give birth to something that will still speak when the dust has settled over your bones. Greatness is not loud at the beginning. Sometimes greatness is quiet, lonely, and it will demand separation from everything that attempts to knock you off course. Greatness demands discipline. Average negotiates them away. Average attracts applause from people who settled. They will clap for you, not because you are great, but because you make them comfortable. Your life, your endeavors, your assignment, your anointing, if you actually walk in it, should make somebody uncomfortable. A lot of you listening to me were born into bloodlines that have suffered through generational captivity. You start and you don't finish. You get an idea and it stays in the journal. You did not fail and you're not finished. You did not come this far. You did not sweat that hard. You did not bleed and grind and hustle and pray and fast and hope for your heart to stop beating here. I need you to declare this with me. I refuse to die with instructions still inside of me. I refuse to meet God with unused faith. I refuse to explain why I played so small when I was trained for war. I was trained to fulfill my destiny. Everything you survived was for this hour, and so there's no more catching up. You're stepping in. And this is not the season of preparation. No, this is the season of execution. It is now, not when it's comfortable. It is now, not when it is applauded. The time is now, because your moment, your opportunity, the open window, this cannot be rescheduled. It is now or never. And I don't do never. This is the hour to shut the door on all trivial pursuits and concentrate your strength to one assignment. Do you want an ordinary life or do you want an exceptional one? A life full of faith, fire, fulfillment, significance, passion, and purpose. I don't know about you, but I would rather be a master of one thing, exceptional with one idea, that I stayed the course, that I remained faithful, than to be notorious for starting something and not finishing. There are destinies attached to the decisions that you make. Your family, your community, your country, your people, generations are waiting on the discipline you keep postponing. The future is listening for a voice that refuses to be average. Decide now that you will be exceptional, that you will lead a life that is absolutely extraordinary. You've got rooms to walk in, tables to sit at, families to impact, generational captivity to break. But you gotta believe, because consequences come when we remain comfortable. You think you came this far to be average, to be ordinary? All of the times the enemy underestimated you? After everything you've been through, you're gonna settle for average. I am not forgotten. I am not disqualified. And I am not finished. I am aligned. I am authorized. I am appointed. I am awake. Each tear that I have cried has been the tuition that I must pay to fulfill my destiny. I did not come this far to almost obey, to almost figure it out, to almost finish. I did not come this far to just understand. I did not come this far to just take notes at a conference and not fulfill what it is that God put me on this planet to do. This is not your end. This is your deployment. You're not finished. I'm not asking if this is my time. I am declaring it.
Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be.
It's that one time where I have an hour, hour and a half every day. It's dark out, it's quiet, I don't have my phone, there's no notifications, my mind is clear.
My name is Bryant. I'm 17 years old, and I wasn't invited to parties or friendly gatherings on the weekend. So on Fridays and Saturdays, I would go in my rec room with my basketball and basically dribble myself to sleep. And I think that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because during those lonely hours in the rec room, I discovered the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
When I get alone with myself, I get alone with my thoughts, I realize I've made solitude a monster, masquerading in my life as a constant reminder that I am not enough, when the truth is, solitude is a gift.
Admit it, you aren't like them. You're not even close. You may occasionally dress yourself up as one of them, watch the same mindless television shows as they do, maybe even eat the same fast food sometimes. But it seems that the more you try to fit in, the more you feel like an outsider, watching the normal people as they go about their automatic existences.
The one companion that's always going to be with you is yourself.
I believe that the most important daily practice that any one of us can do in the 21st century is a daily practice of solitude. And when I say solitude, I'm simply talking about time with yourself.
There are going to be seasons in your life where nobody is coming. Nobody's coming to support you. Nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to save you. No one is coming to rescue you. You got to pull yourself out of the pit of misery and put the work in. Sure, you can talk about it. Sure, you can plan it. At some juncture, you have to disappear and put the work in and come back and shock everybody that doubted you.
That gnawing feeling when you realize you've outgrown your social circle isn't loneliness. It's your ambition finally speaking louder than your need to belong.
Start making yourself a companion that you're comfortable with.
If you get up And the first thing you do is start consuming from the outside, whether it's news, whether it's social media, even if it's good quality information. You've lost an opportunity to listen to yourself.
It is some of the most powerful moments of my day, and I need that more mentally than physically. And what used to happen during those morning runs is that solitude provided me ideas for where to take the business, how to grow the team, who needs hired, who needs fired, what can we do from a customer acquisition standpoint and strategy to scale and keep growing. And I was filled, my cup was filled during those morning runs on how to grow this business.
The fact that you can work and thrive in solitude gives you the opportunity to be able to move to America and start a podcast, or decide to do Hell Week 3 times in a row, or it doesn't matter how long or dark the course is, you're just going to stay. I can promise you that no one is going to laugh at you for your first podcast. Do you know why?
So no one's going to see it.
No one's listening. Exactly. That's why. Because no one knows who you are. Exactly. No one cares. Yeah. So you have this beautiful upside only. You already are not a podcaster. Yes. You already are not a recording artist. Yeah. There is only upside.
The more time you spend alone with yourself, the more time that you will be able to understand who you are. When I mean understand who you are, I'm talking about without any outside interference, without any friends, without any peer pressure of wanting to be like someone else. The more time you spend alone, you're going to figure out, okay, what your purpose is.
Find opportunities in areas of solitude and presence and quietness, and eliminate distractions, and just stop being busy. Just be present, because when you are, you're going to make up so much ground in that time. Your mind is clear, it is thinking, it is firing, it is optimized.
I'm very comfortable in my own head.
Self-belief is overrated. Generate evidence.
Are you willing to forsake all distractions? Can you hide yourself in the library? Can you hide yourself in the gym? Can you hide yourself in the boardroom and plan and caucus and do what is required behind the scenes in order to manifest the moment? Solitude is a superpower. Embrace it. Step into it. Find yourself and become unstoppable.